Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome. Another report making the rounds on social media is that, the things that have been happening in the palace is still what everybody is emphasizing on. As it is rumored, they said an incident happened that made Blublo to cry, and she cried and cried and cried to the Odua elders, shouting and screaming and trying to let them understand that something is obviously going on, that people should get up and begin to deal with the problem at hand until not let it get out of hand. Now, they said what happened was that, she was supposed to meet with the Ooni of Ife, and they had spoken that they were supposed to, have some visitors in the palace. And usually, before visitors will come, they will go and have meetings with the Ooni of Ife to know his expectation. And so she was supposed to go meet with the Ooni of Ife. She and Gospel, they were supposed to handle that visit of the visitors that were coming. And so she now went to go and meet the Ooni of Ife. Then as she was, going to meet with the Ooni of Ife, Kabiyesi was coming out from the place where she was supposed to meet, right there inside the palace. And so she now went down on her knee and greeted like she would always do, and, tell Kabiyesi that she was on her way to come and meet, that is Kabiyesi going out. And now, as she was asking, she was facing Kabiyesi. As she was asking, she saw that Kabiyesi eyes moved up. Kabiyesi is taller than her. Kabiyesi eyes moved up, and a door shook behind her. So it was Igbi coming. Now, Igbi was coming. Kabiyesi was looking towards Igbi. And then where she was standing, Igbi literally pushed her out of the way and met with Kabiyesi. And Kabiyesi, she struggled to gain balance. And before she would turn around, Kabiyesi had held Igbi in the hand and they walked away. Now, the reason why this is strange to her, from what we are hearing, if the information is true, do not forget, I do not live in the palace of the Ooni of Ife, neither am I related to them. I'm a blogger, I get an information, I reenact it, and I post it, and I help you understand that whatever information you get on social media, you want to take it with a pinch of salt. Now, as we are hearing, they say that that the Kabiyesi that she knows will never. Who are you? Who gives you the audacity to push or be aggressive towards anybody in front of Kabiyesi? That you don't do that. That when people go close to Kabiyesi, people are just always very well conducted. They conduct themselves well because he is king and he is royalty. It comes with excellence, okay? Sorry about my voice, so I've actually been under the weather a lot, okay? And it comes with excellence. That position goes with excellence. That nobody has the audacity whatsoever to go and push somebody in front of Kabiyesi who born you, who is that person that allows you to do that? And you can't even do it in the first place, not to talk of Kabiyesi seeing it and not reacting to it. Like, what is this? What nonsense? Nobody. But Kabiyesi gave her his hand and she took it and they left. That she could not believe what she saw with her eyes. She was devastated. She's been devastated from the time that incident happened to the time where she came to tell the Odua people in the traditional court, because the Odua people, they always have a place where they sit there. And if there's any case, they deal with it, whether Kabiyesi is there or not. When it's too much for them, they wait for Kabiyesi. That before she came to meet them, that she couldn't believe what happened to her. This is what happened to her. They said she was crying profusely, that they need to get up, they need to do something, they need to know that something is obviously wrong. That something is wrong. Oh, nobody should say, she never said it, that she has said it, something is wrong. They say she cried to Paropo. Paropo, of course, we do know that Paropo is old, okay? Most of the pictorials of Paropo that you see bloggers use, okay, is like pictorials of... Now, I do know that we got a report that this woman has repented. She's not like before again, even though a lot of people still do not believe, but if the information we are hearing is the truth, this is why it is really bad to, gang up again. Because the thing is that if you agree that it is okay for, situations like this to happen to others, there is a tendency that when they are done with others, they will come to you. Now, it is good that everybody is beginning to see it. This is an issue of who get power pass. If you know say you get power, bring it on. Because with the way this whole thing was going, everybody knew that it will come to this. Everybody knew that a time will come where things will get this bad. And who on earth could have told anybody that things could get this bad? It is a terrible situation right now. Now, when this thing started, if somebody had, stood against it, one of them, even her, who is the eldest there, stood up to say, no, this is not acceptable. I will not be a party to this and all of that. Maybe at that time, it wouldn't have gotten this bad. Now, because it was, happening to Queen Naomi, the problem is not our problem. It is a Queen Naomi's problem and all of that. Right now, everybody is beginning to see that it's not just a Queen Naomi's problem. It's almost as though it's everybody's problem. Yes, that is what is going on right now. So what's the need for the cry? What's the need for the tears? This is what the question is right now, no, as it is. They say, no, be small cry, yo. That pushing alone, they say Kabiyesi is a no-nonsense taker. He may be a very, humble man, down to earth and all of that. But he doesn't take nonsense. He doesn't like you humiliating or, talking down on anybody or treating anyone badly. These are the things that he never like. He does not like. He doesn't take at all. And so for this to have happened right before him, something is obviously wrong. And that is a cry now. Everybody is running kitty kata kata kati down, trying to see what they can do because it is extending and extending and extending. Share as at last 2 weeks. Yes, everybody was happy. On Wednesday, that was it on the 18th? Yeah, 18th, yes. Was it 18th? Yeah, this thing happened. Everybody saw what happened and all of that, waited, we thought things would be handled, nothing got handled. At the end of the day, Naomi ended up being thrown into prison. Everybody thought, okay, it's a Naomi's thing, it's a Naomi's problem. After all, she's the one that did this to Kabiyesi. After she's the one, everybody was happy. Naomi no day again. Nobody's thinking about Naomi, blah, blah, blah. Are we beginning to see how it is extending? And this is just the beginning of it. If, issues are not dealt with. They said this is what is going on in the palace. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget, these are all alleged, rumored, and speculated information making the rounds on social media.